And no, I didn't plan on streaming today, and I know I I land on streaming some other days, but life be lifin'. Oh, but there is snow, so why not spend today just chilling and working on some art is my thought process. But oh, so the okay, back in ye old times, back in the day of our ancestors before, there was an app called Amino. Yes, in the olden times I was there. Yes, I'm showing my age. And it was used, well, the I can't speak. The communities that I used personally were the roleplay ones. Yes, back in the day. Leave me alone, no judgment. I mean, there might be slight judgment, but no judgment. And I did a lot of Danganronpa killing games, and I'm not gonna lie, but well, one of them was a 7-part series. I never got to finish all of them just because life got in the way, but it was the reason it was 7 seasons was because they were based on the 7 deadly sins, which the very first game made it obvious, and the timelines were not, the games were not in the exact timeline order, but yeah, I didn't mind. It made me happy. And one of them was it was like, it took place in the very far future. It took place in a sort of alternate canon, like sort of, it took place after the tragedy, like after society had recovered from it. And of course all of the original characters are deceased at that point. And mine took place in a prison because crimes committed by ultimates were taken extremely seriously. They still had the ultimate system because they wanted to, in my universe, they wanted to keep the ultimate system to recognize hard work or like gifted people, but at the same time ultimates were held to much stricter standards, I suppose is the way to put it. Like if an ultimate had committed a crime or something, it was taken a lot more seriously than compared to someone who wasn't an ultimate. And there was a specialized prison for ultimates, and I don't know. So anyway, there was always 7 staff members, each representing, well, it wasn't always a sin, but it was a quality. Like, for example, what was it? I didn't get to do all 7 games, but from what I remember doing research so I was raised in Catholicism, so that's the most intimate knowledge I knew of 7. So I did the 7 deadly sins for the first one. I did the 7 virtues for the second one, and then the third one, it was more of what's the word? What was it? I think it was something in, what's the I can't remember the major, was it, no, it's not Chol, I I believe it was a quality of major religion in, I want to say, Northern Asia or Eastern Asia. It's been forever, so I don't exactly remember. But I remember it was like 7 qualities, I believe. And personally, I was trying to research and go out of my comfort zone within respectfully, and that's just a little adventure I wanted to take. And I didn't get to finish that one just because it just life getting in the way and the scale of what I want, because I was doing these almost back then back to back, so overwhelming myself because I did it entirely on my own, because at the time I didn't really know anyone that I felt comfortable enough asking for help from. Well, for example, this one person who constantly participated in my games, they were very experienced. They'd done like several games of their own, so I really appreciate any advice they gave, and they were the mastermind for one of my later games. But like at the same time, I wouldn't want to spoil all the plot relevancies for that one. I still wanted them to have the opportunity to lore hunt like everyone else while still knowing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But I would always ask not always, but like there were good times when I would be asking advice, this is how I was thinking of laying this out, or this is the possible ending I was thinking about. What what is your guidance, or do you have any thoughts on that? And they were really I appreciated them. They were very kind. They were very straightforward as well. They're like, hey, I don't know about this, or hey, I also agree about this. They weren't brash, but they were still very straightforward and honest with me, which I really appreciated. I think the one for this, I'm doing the ultimate clock. I don't know what the name of it is, but the idea of the ultimate clock maker. And I'm focusing on this sort of eye shape. Sort of. So I need to bring this up a bit. the bone. Sorry. Okay, this might be a little teensy, eensy, weensy biased, but I really wanted the idea of like this, like the little sticks that look like clock hands in a side bun. That's what I personally really wanted. And a little, because this character in long lost Fangin I really want to make, but had absolutely no experience or idea what I was doing. This was the pro tag. The pro tag was, I mean, like, it's never gonna happen, so I don't mind spoiling it. Was a mechanical doll and building relationships. Also opened character development for the protagonist as well. And Am I biased? Yes. Do I care? Not particularly, but whatsoever. There is a slight bump, but not as big compared to the I really want, because when I looked up a lot of like dark academia, like fantasy type stuff, I always got like very what's the word, like a little insect inspired stuff, right? And I wanted to make it look a little more it's clockworky, but is clockworky the right word? I do have some exciting to me news. My partner and I were invited to a wedding where my partner is in the bridal party, and it's very exciting, very joyous. I have never been to a wedding. I went to a wedding once where I was the flower girl and 1 year old, so toddling down the aisle. And I don't, like, obviously you can't wear white or black or red to not, outshine the bride. Be very respectful in that, context. At the same time, I don't know what the proper type, like, very, so I guess you can tell from my accent, like, I'm not Southern. So I'm going to a Southern style type of wedding, and so very kind of modest, very polite, very family function. And like, I bought like a very modest, like, halter top, long skirt. And it's like, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I don't know what else, like shoes or like makeup or anything, because like it's still be very respectful to the bride and everything, because I'm like, I'm not gonna even look like I'm attempting to outshine the bride on her big day, because I know I wouldn't like someone doing that. Like, that's just something I know. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know, like, also because I know the color palette for the bridal party because my partner told me about it and they showed me, and I'm like, I'm not part of the bridal party, so do I follow the palette? I don't think so. I mean, I looked it up and I don't think I'm supposed to follow the color palette because I'm not part of like the bridal party or groom's party. So, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to clash at their wedding, like, and be rude in that way. So it's like, why are weddings so stressful? Like, even for someone not in part of the planning for the wedding, like, why are weddings so stressful? And then, of course, we have to get a gift and everything. I'm like, what kind of gift do you get? Like, is it just like separate gifts for the bride and groom, or just like a collective gift? And I'm like, what will you get as the collective gift? Because I know nothing about either people. And it's like, and then like, so this weekend I planned on going with some friends to like look at makeup, look at accessories, like, you know, it just, because this is the first time I'm going to my partner's hometown, and I want to be someone, like, I know my partner, I know they're going to love having me by their side. Okay, I have no idea what that was. That hurt my ears. But what was I saying? Oh, for the bridal party, like, I lost my train of thought. Darn you, music. Like, I think I was talking about going and buying accessories and everything, because I want it to be, like, oh yeah. So I know my partner, like, no matter what, they'll be proud of me being there. It's going to be a great day, yada yada. But I still want to look nice. I don't know, maybe it's like a in my head type of thing. In my head type of thing. But I don't know. And then, of course, like a sort of clockwork type of emblem, because of course in a Danganronpa you have to have like a signature emblem or something. Make this one lower so they have like a lower hand. Make it through and through, maybe. That's always the worst part I've been at when it comes to Danganronpa designs, like finding like making that special emblem or something. Just, I suck at it. And then, like, there we go. I'm trying to figure out how I want this. I don't know. I don't know. Mm. Oh, I forgot I had this underneath. mm. Would a like this hook type of thing be too much, or hmm. Mm. I guess for now I'll refine the sketch a bit. And I didn't give her. So, okay, yeah, I think that's the end of the stream. One, I forgot the eyebrows. Two, my stomach is growling and I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So, thank you so much for everyone who was just lurking today. I really appreciate you, the fact that you're here at all. So, anyway, I love you.